Hey everyone, welcome to Kitchen Garden Expert. My name is Laura Christine, and today we're going to talk about how to start a tomato plant from seed. I have two simple ways that I do that. The first simple way is using a peat pellet. This is a good old peat pellet. You can find this at a big box store, and actually most of the stuff that I have here you can find at a big box store for reasonable prices. Your peat pellet, you basically soak it in water until it expands. When it expands and it's done expanding, you add 3 tomato seeds to the middle, cover them up, and then I will spray them and keep them moist. I put the peat pellet in, they call these little mini greenhouses. That's kind of what they look like. I will put the peat pellet in here. This cover allows the light in. It also keeps the moisture in to help the plant germinate. Another thing to help the plant germinate is I put a heat mat underneath my little greenhouse. So that is the first way. The second way is I will use a mix, and this basically has peat moss in it also, but I use it a little differently. I will mix it with topsoil, and the ratios, I use about 75% topsoil and I use about 25% of this, and I mix that in, and then I will put that in the good old egg carton. Put 3 seeds in, and whether it's a peat pot or pellet or in the egg carton, I put 3 seeds in. When they get to a certain point, usually when they have their first set of leaves, I look to see which is the strongest plant and I remove the other 2, and then I will focus on the strong plant and getting that to mature. Another little tip I like to tell people about is I always transplant my seedlings. I transplant them eventually to, and this is a 6-inch pot, this size. A plant that is in this size pot will be 12 to 18 inches high. And by that time, it's a pretty mature plant. But the reason I do that, and I get gradually larger and larger, is to develop the root structure for the plant. If you were to grow a huge plant in a little thing like this, you would get what they call clumping in the root structure or in the root system. Clumping will basically stunt the plant because a plant cannot absorb nutrition or nutrients or water because it's all mangled. You know, how many times do we get a plant from the store and you can see the roots have grown around themselves or they've shot out the bottom of it and they're just a big mess? And that's kind of a good example of clumping. So anyways, I hope this was helpful to you. That's how to start tomato plants from seed. And if you would like to check out anything else, go to kitchengardenexpert.com. And until the next time, have a great gardening day. Take care.